Hey, Justin Christensen here from Conversion Fanatics, and today I want to talk about the anatomy of a high converting product detail page. Now, one of the most important pages that you have on your e-commerce store, and one that can potentially make or break your online conversions, is your product page. It's the page that visitors get the most information about your products and potentially add it to cart and then continue on with the checkout process. But one of the common questions that we get from our clients and many other companies is what goes into an effective page, because we find that a lot of companies have a big drop off from product views to add to cart. So we test a lot of things on the product detail page, and some of the elements that we find to be the most beneficial are the following. Basically, you need high quality images. So I've said this before in other videos, but in order for you to be effective, you need to have high quality images. We don't have the luxury of people coming into our store and trying on the product or touching and feeling and holding it and experiencing it before they actually make that purchase. So we need to convey that when we are doing our imagery. So show your product from multiple different angles. Show the product in use. Anything that you can do to support that actual product. Additionally is make sure that you have mouse over zoom on the product so they can zoom in and see all the details of the actual product. But biggest thing is just don't skip on quality images and show it as many angles as you possibly can. And then of course somebody experiencing that product. Next is a good title of the product. Now we see a lot of companies that try to be very clever with their products titles, but that can make it very difficult and cumbersome and confusing for the visitors. So be very straightforward and honest with your product titles. And usually we like to have that, particularly on mobile, we like to have that as well as the reviews. So have the star rating above the image on mobile. Next is a very easy and simple selection process. So don't try to get clever and have multiple different calls to action. Just have very simple, hey, select your size, select your color, select whatever options that you have on your particular product, and then have a quantity breakdown and usually a very strong big call to action. Don't try to clutter it up with add to wish list or social share icons. Make it very simple and streamlined for your visitors to actually take that next step. Particularly on mobile, you need to make sure that your call to action is above the fold of the page, or at least having the basic description of the product and the price above the fold of the page. If you have retail breakdown or special savings on that particular product, make sure that you are highlighting that and strike through. The savings price is very bold and blatant, exactly what they are. If you have a savings, highlight the number or the savings that you actually are giving the customer, either in a dollar amount or a percentage amount. You save X today. Next is icons. So we don't have, I guess visitors don't like to read so much online as they like to quickly scan and glimpse. So if you have free shipping, you're made in the USA, you have special unique selling propositions, you have a special guarantee, you want to highlight those with icons right below the call to action button and make it very blatantly obvious exactly what the benefits are. Next is description. So many people try to be cute and clever and have these big, long, drawn out descriptions, but be very simple in that process. Very short blurbs, very benefit driven, exactly what your product is. And then highlight that above the fold of the page as well. You can, down lower on the page, you can have specific, more in detail product descriptions, maybe with the science behind your product and other elements that you have. But above the fold, near the call to action button, you need to have a short blurb, very benefit driven description. And then next on that page is usually recommended products. So they might not exactly like that, but they might like up to 4 other products and make it very easy for them to add that product to cart as well. If you have the option for bundling particular products, maybe buy the shirt and then buy the pants with it as well. Have a special, frequently bought together type thing directly out of Amazon. So buy the bundle instead. of them having to go through, you're going to likely increase your average order value in your add to carts. So just a few of the key elements that you have is reviews, your star rating there, have your title, very blatant, obvious what your title is, high quality images from multiple different angles with mouse over zoom, blatant call to action, very simple selection process, pay attention to mobile first, simple descriptions that are very benefit driven, have your icons that support your unique selling proposition and support your guarantee and your free shipping if you have it, have recommended products, potentially testing bundles, above the fold on mobile for your call to action, at least have the price and at least have the price and the description above the fold so they can see it, so you may have to shrink some of those images. But if you have additional elements like say a guarantee or other elements that you need, don't take them off the page. We see a lot of companies that are making this mistake. They have like a little mouse over question mark, or they have a what's this type little hyperlink, and they take people immediately off page. Have that in a light box that supports your elements so you're keeping it on the page. But the whole goal here is to give them as much information as we can about the product and the benefits of that and the reasons why, with your supporting it with proof, and having a blatant call to action, making it very simple for them to take that next step and choose that product. So that's just a few of the elements that go into a high quality, high converting product detail page on your e-commerce store. So if you want more conversions, those are some elements that you need to test. And just don't try to overcomplicate it. Don't try to add too much element to that. The more here is actually worse in a lot of cases. So keep it simple. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to share it, give us a comment, and we'll talk to you again in another video. Thanks.